Good morning.
New Zealand has spoken. What has it said?
New Zealand has said that it does not like single-party majority government. That's what we had under the Ardern government. If they'd wanted a clear result, where we could know the result right now, they said no, we don't. So I don't want any complaining from people as we go through what is going to be a prolonged period, because this is what New Zealand has said it wants. It could have delivered a much clearer result, and it has not chosen to.
So what does the result mean for the process now? Well,
it's the Governor-General who will appoint the Prime Minister and tell the Prime Minister to form a government. And if I was Dame Cindy Kiddo at the moment, in terms of exercising her reserve powers, I would wait. Because what you just heard from Winston Peters is that he is not ready to talk to anybody until after the formal votes have been declared on the 3rd of November. So that is the process we go through now, where every vote is recounted and where with special votes, 500,000, we're talking about them needing to be repatriated to the electorates they're supposed to be in. We then have to determine people were eligible to be enrolled. We then have to recount them. And as you know, there are so many seats that are just on the brink. So as a consequence, it could flip and we could end up with an overhang. What he is saying is that he isn't going to be ready to talk until he knows what his leverage is. And that will make it very difficult for the Prime Minister, who appears to be coming in. It's Christopher Luxon. Christopher Luxon will probably also need to wait because, of course, the key issue for him is that when he goes to the Governor-General and says, Dame Cindy, I'm here to ask you to appoint me as the Prime Minister and to ask me to form a government because I can tell you I have the confidence of Parliament. She has to be pretty sure.
And he may need Winston for that, depending on how the seats in Parliament stack up. And there is a little constitutional wrinkle too, isn't there, with Port Waikato?
That's correct, but that's looking like it will go blue. So I think the key issue is this. We may see quite a lot of negotiation happening now, but it won't be able to be finalised until after the 3rd of November. So if I was Dame Cindy Kiddo, what I'd be doing right now is waiting. Waiting until the situation is clear. Now, this is not a dissolution. This is the formation of a government. And in the formation of a government, her discretion under the reserve power is limited. Obviously, she usually acts on the advice of ministers. Well, she can't act on the advice of the Prime Minister at the moment because, frankly, he no longer has the confidence of Parliament. So she has to wait. In general, it's only when there's a kind of dissolution of Parliament situation where she has to go further and say, is this sustainable? Is this stable? In general, she just has to wait until she has evidence that there is a clear government that can be formed that can get confidence in supply. The difficulty is, can she do that prior to the 3rd of November? And if it's only at that date that there's real negotiations going on because people really know what the numbers are and therefore what they need, how long will it take after that?
No, there's plenty still to come in this, Mai Chen, but thank you so much for your insight and your analysis this morning. It's a process most of us don't engage with often, so that's been super helpful.
You're welcome.